members of a mother and son killed by the mother's boyfriend. Kayleen and Caden Johnson were reported missing earlier this month.
And joining us now in their studio is Anam Siddiqui. Monday, their bodies were found dumped, Anam, after Kaylin's boyfriend turned himself into police. What did the family have to say today?
Yeah, Kellyanne and Tavarius, the family says they never imagined something like this to happen to them. Kayleen was a twin and the youngest of 4 sisters. Her family members describe her as an amazing mother and the big little sister.
Balloons, candles, and cards covered the apartment where Kayleen and Caden Johnson lived.
She was a strong mother. Strong sister.
Kayleen's sister Tiara Johnson spent Tuesday afternoon relighting candles, remembering this is where she would see her baby sister and play with her nephew.
That beautiful smile and the pretty eyes, he got you right there. Once you see him, he was happy, baby. Very happy.
The mother and son were found dead in separate areas in East Baton Rouge Parish on Monday. Kayleen's boyfriend, Brennan Murphy, turned himself into police for their deaths. The coroner's office reports both deaths as homicide. Kayleen died from multiple gunshot wounds. Caden most likely died from hypothermia after being thrown off the Central Thruway. Similar cases are too common in the Baton Rouge area, and experts say that incidents are increasing.
The numbers seem to have skewed in the upward direction.
Attorney for the Iris Domestic Violence Center, Priscilla Ray, says in the past year she has seen an uptick in cases involving guns.
I am seeing a lot of younger victims, i.e., 20, 21.
Center leaders say they are on track to beat last year's case record for clients seeking help from domestic violence situations. Unfortunately for Kayleen, it's too late for her and her unborn baby. She was expecting her second child in just 3 months.
You took 3 beautiful souls from us. One we will never get to meet. If you ever feel like you have to defend yourself for a man, leave. Leave. And I feel the same about a guy.
Police still don't have a motive. The family has set up a GoFundMe to cover the cost of the funerals. We have that link available at beareproud.com. Anam Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
That's a devastating story, but thank you.
Somewhere in this wooded area is where the bodies were found. I just came down this street and I seen this roadside memorial. I actually thought it was for another person that was killed on this very same stretch of road here on Burbank Drive. No rhyme or reason why people do the dastardly things that they do. I've long ago have given up on trying to figure it out. But nonetheless, rest in peace to Miss Johnson and both of her children. Currently, we're on the intersection of Highway 43 and Pond Road. We're here in an unincorporated part of California called Pond. We're a couple miles west of Delano, California. And this area is, I want to say we're about 25 to 30 miles north of Bakersfield, California. So this is Highway 43 right here, you can see, and this is Pond Road, right where that car is turning onto Highway 43. This is I want to say this is about a 60-mile-an-hour zone right here, and I was making a right because I'm going to Corcoran because we're going to be doing an interview with an inmate, a pretty well-known inmate. Some of you guys out there might recognize his photo. And I seen these 2 roadside memorials right here, and at first I thought it was from the same car accident, but no, it's from different car accidents. But they both tell their own tragic tale. So this one to my left, this is for 65-year-old Juan Antonio Fernandez. So on April 7th of 2022, Juan, who is from Wasco, which is about 10 miles or so away from here, he was traveling west on Pond Road, which is right over there. He's in his Toyota Corolla, and for some unknown reason, he pulls out either to make a right onto the 43 or to whichever direction. I'm not really sure. So a car, a Ford SUV doing about 65 miles an hour is coming here northbound, and he basically right here, he pulled right in front of him, and the accident would have pushed him into the embankment right here, and he basically died on impact. So he was pronounced dead at the scene. They don't believe that drugs and alcohol was a factor. They just believe that he pulled out in front of the car. Whether he thought that maybe the car wasn't going as fast as he thought it was, I'm not really sure. So you have the other roadside memorial, which is for 38-year-old Adolfo Reyes. He's from Shafter, California, also not very far from here. And so Adolfo Reyes was, again, at that same intersection, at that stop sign right there. He's in his Silverado Chevrolet pickup truck. And again, at the same intersection as Mr. Fernandez, and he pulls out into the intersection, and he's struck by another Chevrolet doing maybe 65 miles an hour, smacks him and throws him into this embankment. He would also sadly lose his life as well. So both instances, both drivers were at the same intersection, at that same stop sign, just like that truck right there pulling out and that other truck is. Same thing. And getting hit both by northbound vehicles. A very dangerous intersection, and there's only a stop sign on Pond Road. There's not a stop sign on the Highway 43 right here. I wanted to show you guys something really quick, because just me being over here, but only for 5 minutes. You see all these skid marks right here? You can see all these skid marks because that's from all the drivers trying to hurry up and cross over the train tracks. They're trying to make speed going onto Highway 43. So you can kind of just tell there's some impatient drivers right here. So if you live in this area and you're pulling out onto Highway 43, just be careful, because I think a lot of times we know we're in a hurry, and when we see these cars coming over here, they're going faster than we think. So 2 men lost their lives for no good reason, just an accident, But yeah, always look both ways when you're in these farm roads. If you haven't traveled through a lot of California, there's a lot of farm roads, believe it or not. California, there's probably more farms here than practically any state that I can think of when it comes to just square acreage. So rest in peace to both men.